Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your second quarter reading. That is for April, May, and June. I am currently giving personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. Thank you to all of you who have donated so generously to me. I'm so deeply appreciative. But moreover, I appreciate your presence here now. That's what allows me to do what I'm doing, and all the ways that you support me in whatever way that is truly felt. So thank you. For your overall energy, Virgo, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is describing a lot of blowback that you may be getting, resistance you may be experiencing in towards the reception of your ideas, in response to your efforts, perhaps being minimized, demeaned, or just unkindly criticized. What makes this particularly stunning for you is that you are, in many ways, have in the past internalized this negative criticism. You may have had a critical parent. You may be one among many competitive siblings. Those are a couple of examples of environments in which you may have been often judged as not being enough, not having enough, being inadequate in some way, and as a result of that, doubting yourself, constantly doubting yourself, so that when someone criticizes you now, you instantly believe that it is because of a deficit within you. There's also a way in which you understand this and realize this is something you can change, something you must change. And so in the same way, you are aware that others may try to put your perfectly valid ideas down as a way of stopping or blocking you from achieving something, doing something, completing something, and you're no longer accepting of that. You're aware this has to change. I want to change this hypersensitivity, perhaps, this hypervigilance about what other people think because they're always telling me, and you're toughening up your skin to a certain extent. You're recognizing that you can hear what's being said and sort through what's actually really valid and potentially constructive. So this is a lot of energy. There may be a lot of opinions thrown at you in some particular regard. In April, we have the Ten of Swords. I'm getting a sense about a kind of rawness that you are experiencing as you have been on a long journey of releasing ideas about what others expect from you, releasing the expectations others have about your behavior or what you should do or could do. And releasing that is making you hyper aware of how you have been overly sensitized to the opinions of others. You have given way more space in the way that you think to the kind of criticism that you anticipate. And you are, as a result, perhaps recognizing how you've limited yourself as a result of what others expect and your desire to conform or seek the approval of others. This is about a transition away from that, and as this card shows, and many other decks are even more graphic, this is absolutely the end of this road. You have released this belief, this investment in what others believe of your capacity. And you are now in a place of perhaps grieving, mourning those beliefs, feeling a sense of exhaustion at having cast off this perception you even had of yourself based on how others needed to see you, wanted to see you, wanted you to perform. In May, the Eight of Wands. So you're busy about growing, building, starting something, particularly in collaboration with others. And in many ways, it makes sense to me that you're kind of cleansing these habits or behaviors of interaction with others, of prioritizing the needs of others over your own needs. And in many ways, as a result of that surrendering, that releasing, you're now open up to interacting with people in new ways. In fact, new ways that are helping you have an impact that far outstrips what the impact you previously had. My sense of you, Virgo, or at least the Virgos I'm speaking to, is that you are fairly accomplished. So what you have been able to achieve in the past is really shifting now. Now that you're releasing this allegiance to an old body of beliefs, you're opening up to a new understanding of the possibilities for yourself, ways to grow and expand what you have done, perhaps in the service of others. You are rapidly moving towards some concerted effort in organizing new movements, new energy, new projects with others. You're making new connections, and this always feels as though it bears upon travel, or perhaps the work you do involves travel in some way. In June, the World card is describing your accomplishments, your incredible accomplishments, the rewards and recognition you are receiving as the result of something you have achieved, something you've accomplished. This actually represents a kind of closure, a kind of end of the road for you. This may be on the verge of retirement for some of you. This can also be preparation for a new adventure, a new project, a new journey, and in a way that allows you to take naturally all of the gifts, abilities, skills that you've been able to cultivate as a result of this particular journey and this achievement, and translate that as preparation for a new one. And it can also signal the release of this old way of understanding yourself in relations to the needs of others. So there's a closing out of that, and maybe there is, in fact, a rapid development of a new project, a new way of moving on to greater accomplishments in a more mature consortium of others with similar talents as your own. I hope this reading is vibing for you, resonating for you, Virgo. If so, please like this video. Please share this with others who might enjoy it, commenting below. I always love reading your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pulled the acceptance card. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Interesting. I think acceptance is a big part of the release of this old perception you had of yourself and your place in the world as a result of what others expected of you. And an acceptance that you are enough on the merits of your own expectations, your own desires, prioritizing your goals, meeting your needs first, can be a big leap for someone who perhaps has led a life of service, who understands that your job, as for many earth signs, is to be of service to others solely. And that only works when it works both ways. And so an acceptance of the deservedness of all these rewards and recognition is something that is allowing you to, by accepting the things you can't change, make this considerable changes that you are capable of making. And from the Hummingbird Oracle, I'm pulling float in stillness. Meditation is the key to filling up with the joyous nectar of life. Wow. I like this. I like this. This practice of stillness, and something tells me that many of you that are watching this already have I want to say a hermetic, as like the hermit style of productivity, creativity, your alone time, your space to think, contemplate, read, study, write, whatever it is that you do, is necessary to rejuvenating your habit of practice or productivity on a regular basis. But the ability to be in your own space and to be without external labor, to cultivate a meditative space, a perhaps journaling space if you are a writer, a dream space, a place where you cultivate stillness and allow yourself to experience whatever it is you're experiencing in the moment, is one that does, in fact, begin to replace an experience of doing for others and establish a greater reciprocity in all of your relationships. I'm going to clarify the 10 of Swords in April with the High Priestess and the 3 of Wands. Yeah, there's a sense of reclaiming the wisdom, the self-knowledge that you have gained and perhaps in some way sacrificed in this desire to accommodate the needs of others, to serve others, to conform to their expectations or requests. However, part of, and this feels as though it resonates with something that you do professionally or as work, you are reaffirming your heritage in some way. You're reaffirming your ancestral heritage, your cultural heritage, your historic heritage. You are going within, and perhaps the ability to meditate, to be still, to consult your dreams is allowing you to connect with those allies who understand your purpose, who inspire your purpose. It's not necessary to believe in reincarnation to extract the value from the High Priestess, but you are reclaiming a role that you came here to create. You came here on a mission. There's something that you're bringing, a gift you're contributing. You have been contributing. And this gives you a deeper sense of the ability to strategize how to use that self-knowledge in a way that allows you to be more productive, to accomplish those greater, more significant goals to you. Because you've accomplished a lot already, but your accomplishment feels as though it's moving to a higher level. And you're busy working on that. You've set many requests, contacts, explored, researched new models, looked at other institutions or organizations. You're out there creating opportunities to build something as part of a collaboration, as part of a team. In May, the 8 of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Cups. You are absolutely understanding that whatever achievement, whatever you've accomplished is not the end of the road for you. This achievement is only sparking opportunities for a new path of growth or expansion. You may be taking some aspect of what you've achieved. If you're a teacher, you may have written a book. You may be looking for new ways of marketing what you've already created, new opportunities to perhaps spin off your accomplishments working for an organization for yourself, new ways of exploring the possibilities, professional and personal, that exist for you. But this again is based on the High Priestess. The Two of Cups is about this greater capacity to know yourself in a whole way. And as you are moving away from one model of conformity, you are open up to possibilities that are uniquely inherent in you, in your gifts, in your talents. A way in which these talents help you know yourself and connect more deeply with the potential for these new talents to emerge in a meaningful way that bears on the work that you are foreseeing for yourself as you gather these accolades and achievements. It also can reflect on this greater sense of wholeness being reflected in all of your relationships, so that you may be developing not only a deeper sense of friendship and connection with yourself, but that is reflected in your relations with others. And this could indicate a meaningful partnership, either in business or personal. This world in June is clarified by the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. So really beautiful. Yes, you have created a beautiful foundation for further achievement and accomplishment for sure. You have saved. You can rest on this foundation. This is what gives you the comfort, the security, the stability to express yourself, to enjoy the process, to become a generator of ideas and abundance. This is almost like an abundance engine that you're internalizing as a result of some creative talent you have, some ability you have to manifest with the resources at hand. So often what comes to mind here is your ability to write, to produce a curriculum, a book, a plan, stories, narrativize, make presentations, interact with creatives in some way, in which you provide a platform for the creative talents of others. I'm going to clarify, and overall, the Empress is about being in your power and the ability to receive love, and that it accompanies this Two of Cups, which in many ways is one of the traditional love cards of the Tarot. You're in a place where you're allowing yourself to receive love. And this may again be a part of what you've gained and learned by releasing this old habit of doing for others, loving others, supplying their needs, being a provider. So that now you realize that actually you're deserving of love. You're deserving of being loved. You enjoy the process of relating, of connecting deeply, not only with yourself, but with others. And that deep connection is what you cherish in yourself, and recognize that's the engine that creates the abundance, the opportunities for a relationship to thrive. I'm finishing up this reading with a crystal oracle, and out has popped citrine, and the key word is abundance. I'm aligned at all times with the abundant energy of the universe. This powerful energy flows through me into every aspect of my life. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, namaste.